Hello everyone, Skits here and welcome to my yearly channel update. Just like last year, I managed to finish my exams a little bit earlier, but due to some other school related activities and some other things I had to do, I wasn't able to produce any videos up until now, but from now on I should have more time to make videos. So let's talk about what happened last year and what you can expect in the summer and in the future. So let's start off with Fallout. I think that since last year I managed to find my groove with Fallout videos. And I think that this trend of making around 3 or 4 top 10s during the year is going to continue. So the next top 10 you can expect is going to be one for mods from June to August 2019, and then I should make one from September to November. I also have another top 10 list in mind that I wanted to make. It is a bit shorter and smaller one, but depending on the time I have, I might make it, I might not. And there's also another Fallout New Vegas project that I've been thinking about for more than a year. If you're a Patreon donator, you probably know which one I'm talking about. And it's a project that is going to take me a lot of time to make. It is split into 3 parts, and I don't really want to talk about it until I put out at least the part 1 of it. And if I have enough time and if I manage to finish it, the first part should be out by the end of summer. So I hope you guys will enjoy that one. I think it is going to be pretty good. But other than that, there aren't probably going to be many Fallout New Vegas videos. Like I said, the next one you can expect at the beginning of September, and maybe that top 10 list and that big project might come out by the end of summer. We'll see how that one goes. And if you want to see more Fallout New Vegas videos, unfortunately I don't feel like making any more of them. This trend of making a few top 10s during the year and making other videos in between is pretty good for me. I do enjoy it. Thanks to that, Fallout New Vegas videos are not that hard to make, and I can also make some other videos I'm really passionate about. Outside of top 10s, I might make some Fallout New Vegas content if I feel like it. I want to make a video about future of Fallout modding, not just about the Frontier, but also take a look at Fallout 4 mods. And if I have time, maybe possibly even take a look at any new Skyrim mods that are coming out and see how they're doing, and if you guys are even interested in me covering them. But other than that, I don't really have much to say about Fallout New Vegas videos. I mean, I already did a lot of them in these, 6 years now. And if you don't have enough, you can either watch my old videos or go take a look at some other channels that still produce them. When it comes to other videos I make, I'm really enjoying the Is It Worth Buying for Solo Players Newcomers series, because it allows me to play multiplayer games I otherwise wouldn't, and I can also make videos about them. So far they've been pretty successful. The Division 1 and Rust 1 had over 30,000 views, which is a lot for me, and other ones also did pretty well. The next game I'm going to cover is Star Wars Battlefront 2, and after that I would love to cover The Division 2, then also Mordhau and Rainbow Six Siege. If I manage to cover these 4 games in summer, I will be more than happy, because these videos take a lot of time to make, because you first have to play through the game itself and then work on script and thumbnails and other stuff that you have to do to produce a video. After those 4, I also plan on making a video about Atom, World War Z, and I also plan on returning to Fallout 76, probably after the Wastelanders update, because I heard that game even now is pretty decent and that the bugs and all the other things that ruined it are almost fixed, or at least it is now a lot more enjoyable. I actually never managed to finish it. I stopped after around 20 or 25 hours. I don't even know, because the game doesn't have a counter for your playtime, or at least I didn't found any. It wasn't that much fun, so hopefully it is a lot better, and I definitely plan on returning to it. After that, I also wanted to take a look at some other survival games like Rust and Forest, because I do enjoy those. I saw that Green Hell is coming out of early access, and it is also getting a story mode, so I'm really looking forward to that one. And I also wanted to take a look at Conan Exiles and Raft, because those look pretty interesting as well. So yeah, that series is pretty good, I really enjoy it. I was also thinking of expanding it to non-multiplayer games. The thing here is that single player games have to be reviewed as soon as they come out, and unfortunately I usually don't have time, or I don't want to spend too much money on a new video game that just came out, because I still have a lot of other games that I want to play. I don't know, let's say Borderlands 3 comes out in the beginning of September. I will probably manage to get to it maybe at the beginning of the year, and by that time I don't think my review is really that useful. The multiplayer games are a little bit different, because those videos also take player base into into consideration, so it is good to make them few months after the game comes out. And as we all know, multiplayer games these days usually get a lot of content patches after they come out, so reviewing them right when they are released is not really that good. But when it comes to single player games, I'm not really sure. If I manage to get my hands on a review copy of a game, or if I somehow manage to, play it as it comes out, then I will probably try to make a review or something, but that will once again depend on my time and my resources. And the third type of video I'm making, the essays, or I don't know how to even call those videos, I'm also enjoying those as well. So the last one I did was about Titanfall 2. I think that is probably one of my best videos I ever made, and I will continue making these videos as well. I mean, these are the types of videos I started to make after I decided to produce less Fallout videos, so I'm definitely going to keep on making them, but like I said, they're not that easy to make, so that's why there's only like 10 of them in the playlist after a year. And if I have enough time, I wanted to make at least 3 of those in summer if I'm very lucky, maybe 4 if I'm extremely lucky and I have a lot of time. So in total, in the summer, I wanted to produce around 10 more videos. The 2 of them will be Fallout, one of them is a top 10 for the June, July and August. Another one is going to be either the top 10 list I have in mind or the huge project I was talking about earlier. Then I'm going to hopefully be making a video about Star Wars Battlefront, Mordhau, Rainbow Six Siege and Division 2. And at least 3 more essay videos. I already have been working on one, and I know which 2 or 3 more I want to make. I already have all those videos written down on the list because, I like to know what I'm going to be working on next, and lists are very good for that. Other than these 3 series, I'm also planning to start something new in the future, and that is a retrospective series. Now, I know that a lot of YouTubers do something like that, but I also wanted to make my own one. In this retrospective series, I would like to take a look at some of the older games and also take a look at some of my favorite games I played. For example, I wanted to take a look at Stalker series, The Shadow of the Chernobyl, Clear Sky and Call of Pripyat, Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, Bioshock, Alan Wake, and some other games that I wanted to replay once again, but I couldn't kind of find motivation for that, and if I would be making a video on them, the motivation would be a bit higher. In this retrospective series, I would probably just, maybe review the game, talk a little bit about it, maybe talk about its development a bit. I don't want it to be too similar to the Civic series the years later he does. I absolutely butchered your name, so I'm sorry about that, but I kind of wanted to make my own retrospective. Now, of course, this is just another one of those concepts that might not come to life if I don't have time for it. If you also have any other suggestions for any types of videos I should make, either for Fallout or other games or anything in particular, or any sort of feedback you have for my channel, feel free to leave it in the comments. I will be very glad to read them. I don't know if you guys know, but I actually do read all of the comments, but it takes me a lot of time to respond because I usually just sit down once per month or so and just scroll through all the comments that came out in that month. So don't worry, I read your comments and I just don't respond to them immediately, so don't worry about that. Overall, the channel's been doing pretty well lately. In the last summer I had a little bit of crisis with the low revenue and views being pretty low while I was making a lot of videos, but thankfully it kind of stabilized itself towards winter, and from the start of the year it's been pretty good. I guess that the monetization problem and all the ads problems have finally been solved. Nowadays it is very good when it comes to both monetization, views, subscribers are finally rising. I was stuck around the 22,000 subscribers mark for a very long time. Now I'm finally past it, so I'm very happy about that one as well. And other than that, it's been doing pretty well considering how much videos I make per year. If you guys wanna know, I actually made 26 videos since summer of last year, which is quite a lot for me. I mean, I know that in terms of YouTubing it is not that much, but just as a comparison, I made 10 videos in a year before that, so that's quite a big race, and I'm very happy about that. It was mainly thanks to the fact that I started making different videos as well, and just like I said, I really enjoy making those, so hopefully it is only going to be better and better, and I'm gonna be producing more and more videos. Anyway, when it comes to any other news, the Discord's been doing pretty well, even though I wasn't there for last week or so because I was away, so hopefully it is not up in flames by now. I made a Patreon last year at the beginning of September, I think, but I had to cancel it. I mean, I didn't have to cancel it, but I wanted to cancel it because I didn't feel like I deserve a Patreon, because I wasn't producing enough videos to justify having one, and When you have a Patreon, you kind of feel like you have an obligation to all the fans that send you money. So I was pressured to make videos as much as possible. And that isn't something I want to experience or have, because for me YouTube is a form of a part-time job, but also a form of fun, so I don't want to be pressured too much into making videos. I already burnt out once on YouTube and it has never been same after that, and I don't want that to happen again. That's why I canceled the Patreon. I'm very grateful for all the donations and all the kind words you guys send me, but unfortunately I'm not going to accept any donations or any sort of Patreon in any near future, because I just don't feel like I deserve it, and I don't think my video output is enough to justify having one. Originally I made it in the September because after that summer I finally felt like I have the system and I would be able to produce all the videos, but unfortunately that didn't work out because, you know, school got in the way and some other activities as well, and I don't need Patreon at the moment, and even if I needed it in the future I wouldn't make it. It was a nice experience, it was fun writing monthly updates for you guys, but in the end I just don't feel like I deserve it. I'm also buying a new computer, that is a pretty important thing. If you guys have any suggestions on what computer I should buy, feel free to leave them in the comments or let me know in the Discord. I'm going to be building a completely new one and using my old one in a city where I study, so hopefully I will be able to play newer games even in that city. I'm planning on spending around 1000 euros on it, so hopefully I can buy something very good, and I hope the graphic card prices finally settle down after the whole Bitcoin thing. Other than that, I'm gonna enjoy summer, make some videos when I have time, and I hope you guys also have a great summer. I hope you had a great year, and I hope this year and the next one is going to be just as good or even better than your last one, and hopefully you'll keep on watching my videos and stick with me. And so yeah guys, I guess that's about it. I hope you enjoyed this channel update, and if you managed to watch it to the end, I'm very grateful. I always enjoy making these, and it's just always nice to talk in a more relaxed manner to you and talk about plans and other stuff. So yeah, once again I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.